Hey guys, welcome back. So I have got a fun video for y'all today. Lottie London sent me some goodies, so I thought I would just play with them on camera, do a makeup look, do a little get ready with me testing makeup sort of video. So that's what we've got today. So if you're new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do get ready with me's, new at the drugstore, favorites, reviews, empties, just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we are doing a get ready with me, playing with some Lottie London makeup. So let's get to it. Okay, so I've already got my skincare, my SPF, foundation, and my brows and eyeshadow primer on. So let's jump in. First off, they sent me an eyeshadow palette. This is the Rose Golds. The shadows that I've tried from them before, I've really been impressed with. Like, they blend well, they look really pretty. I'm trying to remember which one I got. I know I've gotten them like in Ipsy, Boxy Charm kind of thing. Anyway, and it might have been like a mini of this one. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one down here. Looks beautiful. So it is a powdery kind of formula, like you definitely want to tap off your brush, but that's not a make it or break it for me at all. So lightly applied that all over my lid and up into my crease, and I think that is beautiful. Like, that would be a go-to kind of color for every day for me. Just like really good crease, beginning shade, or just like by itself shade. I love that because it's kind of like a pinky neutral, which are my favorite kind of neutral colors generally. Okay, now I'm gonna get a Morphe M507 and I'm gonna get just a little bit of this shade right here and put that in my outer corner and blend into my crease. I'm trying to go for a slightly softer eye look, not like super over the top. I mean, this is a good neutral palette, so I'm going for kind of that like everyday neutral sort of look. I will say these are not crazy pigmented, and not in a bad way. In like they work for every day, but then they can be built up. Like, this still has some great pigment, but it wasn't like instant pigment that I had to really blend out. It's like a more subtle, there's something on my face, and it was a brush hair. But yeah, just kind of like a softer sort of look, but that can be built up to still have some good pigmentation to it. So I like this formula. I mean, that's the thing with makeup, is I feel like there are just purposes for each type of product. You know what I mean? So this one will definitely be that kind of formula that I will reach for an everyday makeup look. I like this. Okay, I'm gonna take that one right there, this kind of peachy shade. Let's start with no setting spray, because again, I'm kind of going for a little bit lighter and not as like over the top makeup, just kind of like a soft everyday sort of look. This looks like a really pretty peachy shade. Ooh, and it builds up on itself nicely. Yeah, that's with no setting spray, just built up on itself. So I like that. This is pretty. It's like a pinky peach. Okay, so I applied some brown liner and kind of smudged that out a little bit. So mascara, they sent me a mascara. I'm very picky about mascaras, so we'll see. But this is the Super Fake False Lash Effect Mascara. Here is the box on it. And it says over 90% saw thicker lashes, 90% saw a lengthening effect on their lashes, 85% saw a lifted wide awake look effect, 12-hour wear, high precision brush. So let's look at the brush. Oh yeah, it's kind of smaller. That's interesting. I think I'll be able to really get at the base of my lashes with this. So let's apply this. Oh yeah, the shape of the wand, I can really get to the base of my lashes. So I like that. So there is one quick coat on that eye. It's not the mascara clumping my lashes. My lashes have been just kind of like sticking together on that side. I don't know why. You know, sometimes your lashes just have a mind of their own. These lashes over here on this eye, they have been behaving better. So there is one quick coat on that eye, and I am impressed with that. Wow. Ooh, it's pretty. So kind of a fluttery look, but still some good volume, because sometimes it's hard to get that like volume and that fluttery look at the same time. So I'm gonna build it up. I build up mascara a lot, so I always pretty much push them beyond what they probably are intended to do. So take my mascara application with a grain of salt. So it's definitely starting to get clumpy on this side, but again, I'm applying a lot. I have this little comb thing, so let me use my little comb thing. That definitely helped. Okay, so there it is. Overall, I'm impressed with that. Now I would say if you apply like a ton of coats of mascara, it does seem like that type of formula that needs less, you know what I mean? So it doesn't seem to build on itself a ton, but it doesn't necessarily seem to need to. So overall, I'm impressed with this. I would just say probably less is more with it, which would be challenging for me since I'm so used to applying so much mascara. But I do like how it looks on the lashes. Okay, so I applied concealer and powder. So moving on to the rest of my face, they sent me a bronzer. This is the Sun-Kissed Coconut Scented Bronzer infused with bamboo extract. It smells good, but I don't know if I would have identified coconut. Maybe a little bit, but I mean, it smells nice. It smells kind of like tropical. So let's look at a swatch of it. There's the swatch. So it seems pretty pigmented. So I'm gonna get a little bit on a brush, kind of lightly buff this on. Oh, it seems very pigmented. Okay, so I'm liking how this side looks better. So I think it works better to maybe tap off some of the product and just really kind of buff and diffuse the product. Pretty color though. Got like a nice kind of warmth to it, but in a pretty way. Almost, I was gonna say almost more on the reddish side. No, I mean, it's just pretty warm. So let's do a little tapping and building this up. Yeah, that looks really nice on this cheek. So now this is the cheek that has less texture and broken capillaries. So I will say that this cheek does usually blend better in general, but I think it's also because I kind of did that buffing motion. So I would say less is more on this. Kind of tap it either on the back of your hand or, you know, a tissue or something, and then sort of buff it on. That seems like that did a good job doing it that way. Okay, then they sent me a blush. This looks cute. This is the Ombre Blush in Haze. All their packaging is very cute. I like the kind of see-through, and I don't even know how to describe this, just plasticky with the kind of, what is this called? This, where it, you know what it's called, where it catches the light. That's pretty. Ooh. This is a pretty kind of bright corally shade. That's gonna look cute with this eye look. Ooh, I'm excited. Again, it looks pretty pigmented. So, I'm just gonna get a little bit on a brush, kind of tap it on the back of my hand, and then lightly apply it and kind of build it up. That's so pretty. Oh, I love that color. That's beautiful. Put a little bit up here. I love that. That is so pretty. Beautiful color, bright, but still blended well. But you saw that I used less product, kind of tapped it on the back of my hand, buffed it on, fluffier brush. So I think that like kind of helped with the diffusing of the color. But that's so cute. Haze, big fan. And then they sent me this highlighter. This is the Diamond Bounce Illuminating Highlighter in Frosted. Now this looks like it has mega shimmer in it, big time. So if you don't like shimmery highlighters, this would not be for you. I like pretty much all makeup, so I like this. I like a sparkly highlighter, I like a metallic highlighter, I like a subtle highlighter, I like it all. So this is what this looks like. That is beautiful. It's that kind of like see-through, but just shimmery sort of looking highlighter. That's really fun. My battery died, but I was saying you could definitely wear this by itself if you just want that really sparkly looking highlighter, or if you want, you know, a more metallic looking highlighter with that shimmery look on top of it, you could layer it with something. So that's fun. I think I am just going to apply some with my finger, just kind of right here. Okay, that's pretty, and I think I need to diffuse it a little bit. So let's get a brush. That's cute. That's fun. So once I get it on, it does end up kind of bringing out more of that really light, almost kind of like cool toned looking base to it. And then once I diffuse it, it kind of diffuses that sparkle. So it just sort of depends on what you're going for. If you like that more kind of cool toned, almost like purpley look, then you could apply it with your fingertip or you can blend it out. I like it because I like a sparkly highlighter. Okay, then on to lips. So I applied just a little bit of lip liner just for shape around the outsides of my lips. So they sent me a lip gloss and I just like hulked my way into it. So this is the Plumped AF Sheer Plumping Lip Gloss. Here's what the packaging looks like. And the shade that they sent me is Peach Please. Peach Please. So let's look at the applicator on it. Ooh, so it's kind of a bigger doe foot applicator. Seems like a thicker sort of formula just looking at it. It has that kind of strawberry sort of scent to it. I feel like there's another plumping gloss that has that sort of scent. Definitely a thicker sort of a formula and a little bit of tackiness to it. So I'm letting it kind of sit. I'm starting to feel that tingle on my lips. What was I gonna do? I was gonna show you a swatch on my hand, which then my hand is going to be tingling, but let's just see. So it's mainly, it's a pretty sheer, like there's not a lot of color to it. It's just a lot of shine and a little bit of a peachy tint. Okay, so I've had this sitting on my lips for a while now, and I definitely feel the tingle, but it's more on the mild side. Like I would say, I can definitely feel the tingle, but I would describe it as more kind of mild to maybe medium tingle. It's not that like super intense tingle on the lips, but I think it looks really pretty. It's got that nice kind of glossy shine to it that I think makes your lips look more plump. Maybe a little bit of like added plumping, but I feel like I can more just like see the glossy look on my lips that kind of gives that plumper sort of look. It is that kind of tackier sort of formula, so I think you have to be okay with tackier sort of glosses, and I would say less is more with it because it is that thicker sort of formula, but it's pretty. Okay, so here is the finished look. So overall, I'm impressed with these products. I think the mascara is impressive. Like I said, I am really picky about mascara, and I think this is a pretty good one. I would just say don't apply a ton of coats with it. I think this is fun if you like a sparkly highlighter. If you don't like a sparkly highlighter, this is not gonna be your thing. But I think it's fun. I will definitely reach for this. I think the plumping gloss is nice if you like a plumping gloss. I probably won't reach for this a ton. This was probably my least favorite thing, but I still like it. Like I think it's still a fine product. My favorites would be the eyeshadow palette. I love this. Just a beautiful, neutral, everyday sort of palette and color story. Love the bronzer. This is beautiful. I like how it blended. I think the warm color is fun, especially for warmer months. I think my standout favorite though is the blush. I love this blush. Super cute color. It blended well. It's pretty looking on the skin. I think this is my favorite. Okay, so that wraps up this video. I hope that you guys really enjoyed it. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below if you have tried goodies from Lottie London. What are some of your standout favorites? I would love to hear that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video.